My dad chose the books I read for a week. If you saw this video, you would know that he chose my September TBR, and so I decided to read them all in a reading vlog. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So you can hear the fan. In today's video, I'm going to be reading the books that my dad chose me for my September TBR, and I'm going to be reading them for a week. We have 5. Now, if you watched that video, you'd know what books they are, but if you haven't, I'm just going to do a quick run through. So we have A Powerless, Promises We Meant to Keep, Book of Night, How to Fake It in Hollywood, and then The Witch. So I'm very excited to read all of these books, but the one I am so excited to read and the one I am definitely 100% going to start right now is Powerless. I've heard so many good things about it, and I don't know, I love the fact that it's also like fantasy romance from what I've heard. So I'm very excited and I am going to go and start this now. Okay, so it has been a few days and I just haven't been in the mood to like record, or I just haven't been able to, because I did read 82 pages I think the day that I started this vlog, which I actually can't remember, but then I didn't read for like 2 days. But tonight I just picked it up and I've like binge read most of the book to the point where I am now on page 333. And I am really enjoying it so far, I must say. At the beginning it was just more of like the world building, and I feel like that is why I was finding it a bit hard to like get into it. But now that it's obviously like picked up quite a lot and we're in the main bit of the story, I am really enjoying it. Now the only problem I'm finding is I'm finding it a bit more difficult to understand what's going on, especially when they're explaining like the background of stuff. But it is a fantasy and I have always had that problem with fantasy, and the only one I haven't had that problem with is Fourth Wing. I understood that pretty much straight away, but I feel like I'm just finding it a bit more difficult with this one. But I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying like the romance aspect of it, or should I say like the enemies to lovers, and seeing like how much they care for each other deeply. I am really enjoying it, and obviously I don't want to go too much into it because obviously I want to make this vlog spoiler free, but I would highly recommend this. And yeah, I am very excited to just get to reading more, because now it's starting to get interesting, where you're finding out a bit more about, I think you say her name is Payden. It's like, and her backstory now. So yeah, anyway, I am going to continue reading.
If we could run it, if we could run it back into...
Okay, so I'm now on page 405 and I just got to like probably one of my favorite scenes, and I'm going to try and explain it without spoiling it too much, but I will put like a little spoiler in case you don't want to hear it. But Payden, basically they are on like this mission thing, and there was like a twist, and so both sides of the teams have been like put to like battle, so like they're fighting each other, and Payden gets one of the like other people from the team, obviously I'm not going to say who, and she's about to kill that person, but she's like, you are not mine to kill, and she calls Kai over to like kill that person. Like, I love it, the fact that yeah, she did not like this person at all, and she did like despise this person, but she made sure Kai was the one to kill this person because she didn't feel like she should kill him because it wasn't her kill. Like, Kai deserved that kill. Like, I absolutely loved it. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention in my last clip was the fact that Kai can braid. He braided her hair. Like, are you serious? So those are like my 2 favourite scenes so far. Absolutely love them both. And so yeah, just wanted to let you know that. I'm going to continue reading.
If we could run it, if we could run it back into...
So I just realised that I forgot to give my review and rating of this book, so I decided to rate it 4.75 stars, as I really enjoyed the whole book. I wasn't bored throughout any of it, if I'm being completely honest. The only thing I did struggle with was obviously the like backstory, or like trying to understand the fantasy world, but once I got into the story, I was in it. It did take a little while to get into it, but I can move past that if I'm being completely honest. I would highly recommend this book. I absolutely love it. And yeah, so sorry if I forgot.
If we could run it, if we could run it back into your wonder.
Okay, so I have finished How to Fake It in Hollywood, and I just want to quickly put let you guys know that I'm not doing many updates because there's more books in this video than what I would normally put in a video, but I'm just going to kind of like do like a wrap-up review. So I have decided to rate this 2.753 stars. I did finish it quite quickly. It did take me quite a while to actually pick it up, but that was just because I'm not mood reading, I'm reading for this video, and I found it quite hard. But once I picked it up, it was okay. The beginning I really enjoyed, but I felt like as I got through it, I don't want to say like it flopped, because it did, but it didn't. It just wasn't as good as the beginning, and I don't know, I did find myself in parts getting a little bit bored of the story, but there was other parts that like I really enjoyed. I also didn't feel a connection between the characters, which is obviously something that's quite difficult, especially in a romance. Also, something else I would like is if we got to see more of the daughters. I don't feel like we got anything or much really. There was like a few mentions and whatever, but you didn't really see anything. So like this is kind of marketed as like a single dad trope in a sense, I think, but I just didn't feel like you really got anything like that in there. Like there was the mention, but nothing to do anything really with that. Obviously the main plot and the main trope is the fake dating, which I enjoyed to an extent. There was obviously a few things that I didn't like, a few things that I did, but overall 2.753 stars. I can't really decide. I feel like I do have more negative to say than good things about to say, but that I did enjoy it. That's the thing. I did like and enjoy my time reading it. Like I said, there was a few times where I was bored, but after that there were the other scenes that I liked and I didn't mind. That is my little review and wrap up on that. I am glad that my dad chose this, because I feel like if he didn't, I definitely would not have chose to read it at this point, at this time. So yeah, I am glad, and I do feel like it was kind of like a summary one, and we have just gone into fall, so I'm glad I have read it now. So next book I'm going to start, I'm not sure, I can't decide if to start book night or to read Things I Wanted to Say But Never Did, so that I can read Promises We Meant to Keep for this vlog, because I want to read that one first before I read the other one. So I don't know. And also I don't know if to add me reading Things I Wanted to Say into the vlog. It's not really part of it, so I probably won't. But yeah, that is that book. I'm very glad that I have read it and that I've, you know, took another physical book off my physical TBR, because let's just say it's overwhelming to even look at. I mean, I'm staring at it right now and over there, and it's just too overwhelming. So another one down. So yeah, when I start the other book, I will obviously give an update, but for now, that's all from me. I have lost the clips to my review of The Witcher. I don't know where it has gone, but I just thought I'd pop in and let you guys know that I did rate it 1 star. I didn't like the writing. I just don't think the storyline was for me, but I am still interested in watching the show. So yeah, I just thought I would pop in and let you guys know that, because I have no clips of me reading it or anything, and I don't know where it's gone. I think I might have accidentally deleted it, so I'm sorry about that, but that is my review of The Witcher. Okay, so it's a few days later, and I just wanted to do a quick update, because about 2 days ago I finished this book, but I never gave an update about it. I've completely forgot, and then I just remembered. So I did finish Book of Night, and I decided to rate it 2 stars because I enjoyed the writing style, but there was times where I was like a bit confused about what was going on, or some things that where I was like a bit bored during some of like the scenes or whatever. But I wouldn't say it's a bad book per se. It was just okay. It was average. I don't really have much to say about it really, if I'm being completely honest. But I think I would recommend it to other people. I think it was just like I said, I didn't like the writing style. I just feel like I was bored at other times and stuff. But you know, and then I have started Promises We Meant to Keep, and I'm 174 pages into that, but I am going to continue reading some more now. I am finding that I am a bit bored with this one, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not enjoying my time reading it. I just kind of want to get over with. But then that is what I'm going to go and do now. I'm just going to go and read and hopefully finish it, so that it can just be done by now. So I have now finished Promises We Meant to Keep by Monica Murphy. So this I decided to rate 2 stars because most of the time it just really frustrated me or I was bored. I felt like the relationship between Spence and Sylvie was so frustrating. Honestly, I didn't feel the connection. I felt like Spence was saying at the beginning how frustrated and angry he is for what Sylvie did to him, but he forgave her so fast. Like that, literally, like, it just didn't make sense to me in my head. Like, I felt like they didn't ever actually resolve it. Well, they did in the end, but I mean, like, before anything started to happen again, they didn't actually resolve the problem before. I don't know, it really frustrated me. At first, I was decided to give it 1.75 stars, but then I was like, you know what, 2 stars, because the ending and everything that happened with her mother kind of interested me for a split second, you know? But yeah, it took me, it's now Thursday, it's took me since Sunday to read this, and it never takes me that long to read a book, and if it does, it's not a good sign. Like, the most it should take me to read a book is 2 days, maybe 3 if I'm pushing it, but 4, no. No, 5, isn't it? No, 4 days. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long at all. So that is that book, and unfortunately I was a bit disappointed with it. I had much higher hopes for it, but this video has took me a month to make, but that's fine. It was supposed to go up, as this is going up yesterday, it's supposed to go up on the 3rd of October, but I didn't end up finishing that. This book held me off for ages, so it is now finally going to go up. So yes, it is now the 4th. You should be seeing this on the 4th. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to go and edit this now. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And obviously, as I've been doing this, I have been telling my dad what I thought of it and my ratings. Even though they haven't been good ratings most of the time. The only good one I think was Powerless, if I remember correctly. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.